Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning and welcome to Story Time. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am glad that we are here together. Yes, indeed. Happy Tuesday, wherever you're joining us from, friends. And remember how I say something always seems to happen? Well, yesterday it was your comments, your beautiful comments. Didn't get to see them until later. Did some updates, and of course that changed a few things back here. But we're back, and hopefully today I get to see you all, get to see your messages in real time, and so we can say hi to each other. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday, wherever you're joining us from. As always, please let us know you are here. Let us know who is joining in with you. Drop us a message so indeed we can say hi to you. And of course, so we know too that you are here with us. Much love to all of you. Thank you for joining in today. I am excited to be here with you. And of course, we're bringing back one of my favorite books. And this one is called Abelo the Adventurous Aardvark. And this one is coming from our good friend Mbonabi Thomas, and illustrations are by CHERISE Harris. And they're out there in Barbados, and this story is set in my home country of Zambia, and this one is set in the Luangwa Valley, yes, east of the capital, Lusaka. Thank you so much for joining in today. I am glad that we're here together and ready to explore this one. If you've not been introduced to Abelo yet, welcome, and I hope that you do enjoy it. Of course, if you've read Abelo before, well, another time, another read. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Let us see very quickly who is with us this morning, ready to enjoy a wonderful story. Good morning to you, Sheba Chanda. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for joining in. Yes, today we are all the way out there with you in Zambia as we're reading Abelo the Adventurous Aardvark. This one coming to you from Mbonabi Thomas and CHERISE Harris. Thank you so much for joining in. And Benjamin, we're sending you love as well out there in Lusaka, Zambia. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time today. Good morning to you, Amanda West. Thank you for being here. So sorry to have missed you yesterday, but I'm glad that you're here. Thank you indeed. And of course, Sarah and Nathan in rainy and dreary, Illinois. Oh my goodness. Well, I hope Abelo can cheer you all up today. Thank you so much for joining in. The kids are cheerful enough to make up for the gray here. Wow. Who needs Abelo, I guess, right? You all got it down. Thank you so much for joining in. Love it, love it, love it. I'm glad. Yes, indeed, it is those little things that we want to celebrate and continue to have fun out there. Sarah and Nathan and, of course, Amanda West. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Appreciate you all. Glad you are here with us this morning. Good morning to you. How are you doing, Clara and Erin? It's chilly and sunny out today in Massachusetts. Well, thank you for sharing. Thank you for being here with us. Indeed, chilly weather, inside weather for reading on Story Time. Thank you so much for being here. We're packing today for our move, but plan on watching later. Oh my goodness. Well, wish we could help, but hopefully we're being helpful by being here with you this morning. Oh my goodness. All the best. I know how moving can get. packing can get. So I just moved myself recently. So yes, sending you all the best wishes. Thank you so much for sharing, and all the best for your move. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime, and hopefully not moving too far. Thank you for being here with us on Storytime. Good morning to you, Clara and Erin, and of course Tara McNamara. Hugs to you. Thank you so much for joining in today. We do have a wonderful book to read together. Abelo the Adventurous Aardvark. This one is coming up very shortly, and it is written by Mbonabi Thomas and illustrations by CHERISE Harris. Mbonabi Thomas, sending you extra love out there in Barbados. Thank you so much for sharing your wonderful work with us, and hopefully next time we bring Effie as well, and so we can introduce them to the Storytime community. Thank you so much for being here with us. Absolutely love it. I'm glad that today our comments are back. We're able to see who is writing in, who is saying good morning to us. And if you're joining us later for the recordings, well, we still give you love and hope that you enjoy the story, enjoy the time with us, and have a wonderful day indeed. And hopefully see you back again on Storytime, whether for the recording or indeed live. Remember, you can find Storytime at Storytime with Mr. Limada on Facebook and YouTube, as well as Instagram, but you can also find us at storytimewithmrlimada.com. Get ready, get comfortable, get cozy. Our book today is slightly one of the longer ones that we've read here on Storytime for sure. So get ready, get comfortable, get cozy. I know it is chilly out there in Massachusetts. I hope you have fun. I know it is a little dreary out there in Illinois. Well, we're here to be happy together, to cheery together, to enjoy stories together. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. And how is it in Lusaka today, Sheba Chanda? Is it hot? Is it raining? How is it in Lusaka? Thank you so much for joining in today. We'll be right back after this very short break. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. And yes, for those of you that were at Life is Living, I hope that you got to enjoy it. It was wonderful indeed. Got to see lots of friends, and yes, be in the kids zone and enjoy all the stories from people like Angela Darton. So thank you so much to everybody, and looking forward to the next ones. The next one coming up is the African Dance Festival, and this one will be happening out in San Francisco. Details to come. Storytime will be there, so join us and get to see all the lovely stories. Thank you so much for joining in. Good morning to you, Hannah Antonio Chipango. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. Yes, we are with you all the way out in Zambia today. Thank you so much for joining in. Abelo the Adventurous Aardvark, Mbonabi Thomas, and CHERISE Harris coming up very shortly. Thank you so much for joining in, and welcome. And just a quick reminder, Anna Chipango, I've always thought you're in Zambia, but just making sure I'm getting your place correctly. Please let me know if not. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. Sharon Longo and Soraya, thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to Storytime. I am glad you're here with us. Caught us in time, right just in time before we start our story. Yes, this one, Abelo the Adventurous Aardvark, coming to you from Mbonabi Thomas and CHERISE Harris. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. Get ready, get comfortable, get cozy, and I'll be right back after this very short break. Here we go.
Hi, my name is Zetta Elliott, and I am the author of 40 books for kids, including Dragons in a Bag and A Place Inside of Me. You're watching Storytime with Mr. Lamada.
All right, welcome back, friends. Had to take some tea right there. Loving this Tuesday morning. I hope that yours is a good one too. Abelo the Adventurous Aardvark. Here we go. Are you ready? This one is written and illustrated. It's written by Mbonabi Thomas, illustrated by CHERISE Harris. Thank you, Hannah Antonio Chipango, for letting us know that you are in Zambia. Yes, you're in Zambia. Thank you so much for joining in. And we're in Zambia. Are you? Hopefully you're having a wonderful time out there. Well, today we're reading a wonderful book that is all the way out from there. Thank you so much for joining in. And just a quick, I was trying to think if I should go into the author knot, but I think I'm going to do that just quickly because this is a slightly long book, but here we go. And Mbonabi says, why I wrote this book. I am Zambian with a rich heritage and culture and daily storytelling. With a rich culture of daily storytelling. I still have very fond memories of visiting my grandparents' village in the Sesheke district of the western province of Zambia. There, especially at nights, in the absence of technology, we would sit around a yard fire listening to the sounds of animals. Grandma and Grandpa told us stories of our kings, ancestors, and the animal kingdom, the beauty of being strong, and so much more. Some of the stories were scary, while others were quite funny. Respect for our elders and community support for each other are two foundational pillars of family life of Africans. All in all, we were always encouraged to be thankful and proud of our heritage. Moving to the West, there was an overwhelming interest in Africa, especially from people of the Caribbean. Remember, Mbonabi Thomas is in Barbados. And I gladly welcomed requests to share African stories. I also use storytelling during the upbringing of my 4 children, whether for encouragement, correction, or indeed for encouragement, correction, or just to laugh. One of the pressing concerns I have as a mother is seeing the pain of some children not being able to accept who they are. A patently false definition of beauty through the media also does not help. Most of the time, it seems easier to try to be who society wants you to be rather than accept and celebrate one's uniqueness. Using my African experiences, Abelo the Adventurous Aardvark is a story written especially for children, but it could also apply to anyone, to encourage them to be proud, strong, and confident in who they are. Read on and enjoy. All right, here we go. And there are a few words in here. I picked out one for the glossary. I picked out one that we're going to be sharing here. Well, 2 actually that we're going to be sharing later on. But here we go. Abelo the Aardvark was always in a bad mood. Many things annoyed him. He didn't like waking up at sunset when the other animals went to sleep. He didn't like his long nose, his sticky tongue, his short legs, and his long paws. Why do I look so awkward, Mama? My nose is too long. My tongue is too sticky. I wish I had a smaller nose, shorter ears, and a normal tongue, Abelo would say. Ah, Abelo, you're not awkward, Mama reassured him. You're an aardvark, and a handsome one too. Kissing his angry little face. You need your nose to find all those delicious bugs, like the termites and ants I bring to you every night. And believe me, it is much easier to catch them with a sticky tongue. Soon you will be out there catching them for yourself, she said. Before she could finish answering him, he was asking another question. Oh my goodness. Curious Abelo. Why do we have to get up when other animals go to sleep? I would like to be out there in the sun with the other animals, he cried. Abelo, our eyes are different. We can't withstand too much sun. We have special eyes that see much better in the night. Mama tried hard to explain. Oh no, said Abelo. I have eye problems too. I don't want to be an aardvark anymore, pouted Abelo. Oh. Mama knew that her Abelo was no ordinary aardvark. He was smart. He wanted to know more, to do more, and to see more. We go out after sunset because we are nocturnal animals. She was really trying her best to make Abelo understand. What is noctino? He asked. This made Abelo even angrier. He was not only awkward and allergic to the sun, but now he was noctino as well. Oh my goodness. Nocturnal, Abelo, nocturnal, said Mama as she spelled out the word for him. Nocturnal. It means of the night. Our eyes can only see properly at night. There are other animals like us too, like Mr. Mundo, our neighbor. Mr. Mundo was an owl, but this didn't impress Abelo at all. He continued every night begging his mother to go out in the day and for the whole day. Will his mother let him? Will they go out? Is it safe? Oh, Abelo. Abelo lived in the Luangwa Valley, one of the most exciting places on planet Earth. He desperately wanted to explore the entire valley, one of the most exciting and beautiful places on Earth, I must add. And he desperately wanted to explore the entire valley. Mama got so tired of Abelo's questions and angry attitude that she decided to ask Mr. Mundo the owl for advice. He was known among the nocturnal animals for his wisdom. Mr. Mundo. Mr. Mundo scratched his bald head and fixed his glasses. He said, Abelo is a very intelligent and curious and unique aardvark. I think I can help you, Mama Aardvark. I think I can help you make some special glasses to protect your eyes from the sun, and I will draw you a special map of the safe places to visit in the valley and what diurnal animals to talk to and which ones to avoid. What does diurnal mean, Mr. Mundo? Asked Mama Aardvark. It simply means animals most active in the day. Oh my, did we know that? It means animals most active in the day. The opposite of us, nocturnal animals. I will have everything ready for you in a few days, he smiled. Oh, thank you, Mr. Mundo, for your help. You're a genius. Mama Aardvark beamed with joy. She wondered to herself where he got all his smarts from. He was surely the smartest and wisest animal she knew. Who's the wisest and smartest animal that you know? A few days later, Abelo found a neatly packed parcel at the entrance of their barrow. Mama, Mama, shouted Abelo. What is this? It looks very strange, he asked with curiosity. Mama knew what it was. She carefully opened it and found a very descriptive, colorful map, a note, and two strange-looking objects, which she knew were the special glasses for their eyes. Mama read the note out loud. What did it say? Dear Mama Aardvark, I have made the glasses for you and young Abelo. I have also drawn a map of the valley. Follow it carefully. Oh, remember to pack some food. Enjoy your day of adventure, Abelo. From Mr. Mundo. Oh, Mr. Mundo is so nice, isn't he? Map and such good advice. Mama, does this mean we get to go out in the day for the whole day? Can we really? Can we go tomorrow morning? Wow, I can't believe this. Abelo was so excited. Yes, we can, said Mama. She smiled as she watched him jump up and down with excitement. She put the map in the basket of food she had already prepared for their special day out. Then she took the two strange-looking objects. One more time. Then she took the strange-looking objects and said, let's try them out. Abelo, let us see how these work. Mr. Mundo said we need them to protect our eyes. She carefully put them on his curious little face. Then she put hers on. Ha 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 ha, Abelo giggled. Mama, you look funny in those. They both had a good laugh at each other. All right, Abelo, let us go back to sleep. We have a long day tomorrow, said Mama. For the first time ever, they would have to sleep in the daytime. Oh my goodness. How is this going to work? Abelo was up long before sunrise and ready to go on his outing. Oh, with his special glasses on, he watched in awe as the big yellow sun rose over the valley, ushering in the cheerful noises and beautiful colors of a new day. It was magical. Mama soon joined him with her basket, and off they went. Following Mr. Mundo's map, Their first stop was by the hippopotamus stand along the lush green grass patches by the Luangwa River. Oh my goodness, so much to see. Are you excited for Abelo too? Yes, we're reading it again. It is a favorite here on Storytime. Mama whispered, "Let us stay behind those shrubs and watch them swim. It is safer." Abelo wanted to run and swim with the amazing creatures, but he obeyed his mama and kept very quiet. "They are hippos," said Mama softly as she read from Mr. Mundo's map. Mama continued, "They are great swimmers and spend most of the day in the river. They only come on land to eat and sleep." I hope you all get one day to travel and see all the hippos. Beautiful, beautiful parts of hippos out there. "And those monstrous looking creatures over there on the banks of the river are crocodiles. They are very dangerous. We should keep our distance," Abelo nodded quietly. But he was not afraid. Abelo is tough. "Can you see those huge and majestic animals?" asked Mama. "They are called elephants," Mr. Mundo said. And she was suddenly interrupted by something. Who could it be? What could it be? There's your elephants right there. There's the crocodiles, and there's the hippos too. "Hello there, my name is Himondo." She giggled. Abelo and Mama jumped up in fear. Abelo ran and hid behind his mother, but Mama was soon relieved as she realized that it was only a harmless baby hippo. Aww. "Sorry I startled you. I didn't mean to." She laughed. "I just came to play. This is my special hiding spot," giggled Himondo. She had the most beautiful smile and such a happy face that Abelo wanted to run off with her and play. "Can he come and play with me?" Himondo asked. In the happiest voice Abelo had ever heard, Abelo looked to his mother for permission and noticed she also liked the happy hippo. "All right, but don't go too far. I will be right here watching you," said Mama. "Thanks, Mama. I love you. You're the best Mama ever." And he hugged her. Mama smiled. She could hardly believe what she heard. Was this her Abelo? She beamed with joy and pride. "What is your name?" asked Himondo. "My name is Abelo," he said. "That's a beautiful name," she beamed. "Thanks," said Abelo with a smile. That was the first time that Abelo had ever smiled, and he felt a warm feeling in his little heart. So he smiled again and again. Hey, Himondo, what is that?" asked Abelo with excitement. "It is so beautiful." "It is a butterfly." "What? Have you never ever seen a butterfly?" Himondo asked, giggling. "No," Abelo shook his head shyly. "No, I have not." Himondo. "What are those? Look at their stripes. What are they?" he asked. "Those are zebras." "Abelo, you have never seen zebras either?" "No," Abelo shook his head again. He kept asking her many questions, which she happily answered and giggled in between. Oh my goodness, Abelo is discovering so much. Oh my. Abelo froze when he first saw a giraffe. He was sure it was the tallest, most majestic and elegant creature he had ever seen. By now, Abelo was so excited and so happy that he did a happy dance, which made Himondo burst out in laughter. Abelo had never felt this happy before. Himondo was having fun too. She had never met an animal like him before. Come to think of it, she actually had never seen one like him, ever. Whoa. Abelo, where have you been? She asked with a sweet, innocent laugh. Underground in our barrel, answered Abelo, with his head down and his shoulders slumped as he suddenly remembered that he was still an aardvark. Why do you live underground? Continued Himondo, still ignoring his sad face. I am an aardvark. We are nocturnal animals, so we sleep during the day and come out in the night. That is when we can see properly, he answered quietly. That is super, Abelo. Is that why you have those things on your eyes right now? What are they? She asked with a lot of excitement. Yes, they are glasses. I have to wear them to protect my eyes from the sun. Mr. Mundo, my neighbor, made them for me and my mother, he answered, this time confidently. Is he an aardvark as well? She asked. Oh no, laughed Abelo. He is an owl, a bird of the night. He is a genius. Maybe he can also make you some cool sunglasses. Oh, Himondo giggled. That would be awesome, she said. Oh my. Hey, Abelo, come race me to that tree over there and back, she challenged him. And off they went. They ran back and forth till they were exhausted. Let us sit down and watch the beautiful birds. They make very lovely sounds, suggested Himondo. Abelo agreed. He suddenly remembered how very hungry he was, so he took out his little pouch of termites which Mama had packed for him. He opened the pouch and the bugs quickly started to crawl out. He stuck his tongue into the pouch and all the bugs got stuck on his long and sticky tongue. Himondo was surprised. She exclaimed, oh my goodness, that is amazing, Abelo. You're so clever. Is that how you catch your food? Yeah, that's how aardvarks get their food. Seeing how impressed she was, he boasted. We use our special feet to make holes in the termite mounds and then stick our tongues out to catch them. None ever get away, he said. Wow, she exclaimed. Wow! Oh, don't you just love Himondo? Oh my goodness. They spent the rest of the day talking and learning about each other's magical world. Both worlds were just as interesting and enchanting. Abelo no longer felt angry or awkward, and he was now proud and happy to be an aardvark. Ah, Abelo, Abelo, it's time to go home, shouted Mama. She also had quietly enjoyed her day out, but was now exhausted. It was a long day indeed. Himondo was very sad to see her friend go. He was the most interesting animal she had ever seen or met. Oh my goodness. Hey, Abelo, let's tie our tails in a friendship knot and do a happy dance, giggled Himondo. Now that is a sight to behold. An aardvark and a hippo doing a happy dance with their tails tied in a friendship knot? You would have to come to the magical Luangwa Valley to see this. Mama laughed and laughed as she watched the two dance happily together. She was so happy. Her little Abelo was no longer angry, but was now an amazingly confident and happy aardvark. Thanks to a very happy hippo and a very clever owl. Oh. As they walked back home into the sunset, Abelo, with the biggest smile, said, Mama, I am so happy that I'm an aardvark. It's cool being different. Mama said, you should always be happy being who you are and accept others as they are. Abelo nodded, excited to share his day with others and eager for his next adventure. And that is the end of our story today. It is such a beautiful book. I'll read this part one more time. You should always be happy being who you are and accept others as they are. Excited, Abelo, to share this day with others and engaged for his next adventure. Thank you so much for joining in story time today. I am glad that we were here together for this wonderful, wonderful book. Join me on the other side of this short break.
How you doing? This is Jonathan Marshall. I'm author of the books I'll Be Right There, Desert Rain Food, and also on the way, Me and My Kazoo at the Zoo. And you're here with Storytime with Mr. Lamata.
Thank you indeed. If you've not checked out books by Jonathan Marshall, please do check them out. Does It Rain Food is one of my favorites for sure. And this one today that we were reading is Abelo the Adventurous Aardvark. This one coming from a good friend of ours here at Storytime, Mbonabi Thomas, and it is illustrated by CHERISE Harris. Thank you so much for joining in today. Abelo the Adventurous Aardvark. I hope you got to enjoy your time out on the Luangwa Valley, one of the most beautiful places on earth, and it is found in Zambia. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you for joining us on that journey all the way out to my home country. Thank you so much for joining in today. I am glad that we were here together enjoying that wonderful book. Mbonabi Thomas sending you extra special love as always. Appreciate you, and I hope that you have a wonderful day indeed. And like I mentioned earlier, I hope that one of these days we can bring Effie to Storytime as well. Thank you so much for joining in. Remember, Storytime is back again tomorrow with another exciting story, and this time we bring the brand new one from Annie Barrows, yes, our friend here at Storytime, plus Leo Espinosa, and this one is called Like. Join us tomorrow and enjoy this one, coming to you from Chronicle Books of San Francisco. It'll be right up tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Let us quickly see who was with us this morning and got to enjoy that lovely story indeed. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. Thank you indeed, Tarumba Siamana. Thank you so much for joining us today on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. Afternoon from Zango and Summer. We're sending you love, Zango and Summer. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. Thank you for being here, and I hope that you enjoyed the story, and I hope that you continue to enjoy it some more. Remember, you can find Storytime right here at Storytime with Mr. Limata on Facebook and Instagram, as well as YouTube, but you can also find us at storytimewithmrlimata.com and get to enjoy all the wonderful stories that we've had an opportunity to showcase here on Storytime. And remember, too, to support our creators, find these books at your local bookstore, and indeed find them where you find books. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. This has been Storytime for today. Mbonabi Thomas, yes, indeed, proud to read this book here one more time. Pamela Cook Hamilton, thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Thank you for sharing that word. Absolutely appreciate you. Hannah Chipango out in Zambia as well. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Sending you love, 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 love. Yes, Moniwama Futa all the way out there in Lusaka. Thank you so much for joining us today. Absolutely appreciate you. Soraya, thank you for joining us right here in Oakland. I hope you enjoyed that story, and I hope that you have a beautiful day out there today at school. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. Tara McNamara, thank you for joining us. All the best with your move. All the best indeed with your move. And of course, Clara and Erin, I hope that you are having so much fun out there. Thank you so much for joining in, and I'm glad you were here with us. I know it is chilly, but also sunny out there. I hope that you enjoyed the story. And later on, as you're watching, sending you love. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. Sheba Chanda, thank you so much for joining us all the way out in Lusaka, Zambia. I hope that you enjoyed that story. Yes, one that is close to our hearts for sure. Thank you so much for joining in today. And Benjamin, sending you love as well. Amanda, where's Sarah and Nathan out in rainy and dreary Illinois today? I hope that you are having a wonderful day still. Thank you so much for joining in. Love it that you're still cheerful, making that gray day beautiful out there. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. This has been Storytime for today. This has been Storytime for this Tuesday. We're back again tomorrow for more story time. Please join us again. Remember, let your neighbors know story time is here, and join us live 7 a.m. Pacific time, or indeed at 11 a.m. Pacific time for the recording of the morning session. But you can also join us anytime at your convenience at storytimewithmrlimata.com. Thank you so much for being here today. Absolutely appreciate you and wish you a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you for being here with us. See you again tomorrow for more story time. Oh my goodness, one more person before we go. Nancy Kaufman Cohen, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Good to see you, and hopefully too that you have a wonderful day. Please keep doing the amazing work that you do. Sending you love, and indeed absolutely appreciate you and the family. Love, love, love. Thank you so much for being here with us on Story Time. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining in. Much love from me, and I will see you again tomorrow for more story time. Please, please remember to check in on your neighbors. A little hello can go a long way. Much love from me. Bye-bye.
Won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing. Story time. Ooh. Story time. Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. He brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing.